Hey, what's up, everybody? Welcome to WFSO Bucks Talk. It's just sad that you got the third unit, kick it up the notch for you guys. That just doesn't make any sense. It really doesn't. So it's like, okay, good. The dogs are off my lap. So, of course, Giannis is doing, as much things he can, but it's just the rest of the team is just like they don't set AJ Green enough, and this Doc's still using the small ball lineup. And as I was telling the wife while I was watching the game, it's like they can't defend the three. They more worry about the paint. You get more points from a 3 point line than you do with a two. So come on now, it's starting to be common sense. I'm sorry, but if they do have like a new coach or something like that, maybe things will turn around. And we're trying to think like, what are they waiting for? So like I'm not like fully like frustrated. I think it's just my frustration just go towards the coach and the upper management. And you got to, and don't forget, like, most of these players are young. So you gonna see some of them gonna make like mistakes and stuff like that, especially when it comes to like the turnovers, which is shockingly from the looks of it, the turnovers are not as bad. But then again, you got the normal Giannis turnovers, but everything else is all right. But it's like one of those things you just gotta say like, wow, like, what are you gonna do? Hold on. Ooh, way in my nose. But anyways, they had a good effort in like, the second quarter they was up as much as I believe it could have been like five. Then, I don't know where, or that could have been first quarter. Then, they it seems like that Bucks didn't look back ever since because they just couldn't stop the three. And, so most of the home teams, they get to hit, a lot of threes because they're that comfortable. There gotta be a time that that they gotta be that comfortable while they playing in games. Uh, Me like personally, I like I said, Doc do gotta go. If you still want to keep him around, just put him in like the front office or something like that. Have him be like an assistant GM or something like that. But like no, he really gotta go because I don't think he knows how to utilize the young lineup. He really doesn't. And it's like you decide you want to start playing, Jericho Sims now and other players is just like really come on and go with like do like a better lineup. So like I said, it's not that much frustration against the players because they do what they can. There's some on the off nights, but yeah, for like most of these players on the Bucks, it's been like a real off night. So, anyways, let's go to quarter status. You have San Antonio with 31 in the first quarter and Milwaukee 27. You thought they was getting somewhere with that, and I think it's like one point, like I said, second quarter they was a little bit of a lead, then they just lost. Um, let's see, 35 San Antonio, 26 Bucks. Then you got the second half where it was a real like game changer. Bucks only scored like 16 points. That's the lowest scoring that they did in the quarter, and for in San Antonio, it's the highest scoring they did in the quarter with 40. Fourth quarter, highest scoring that Bucks had made was 32, and it was all thanks to the third bench unit. And it's just kind of sad that the third bench unit is playing actually better than the other the second and the first, some of the second and the first unit. That's crazy. Lowest for San Antonio in the quarter. They only scored like 13. See, that's crazy. Um, Team stats. Let's get to that. Oh, not going to team stats. Come on now. Okay. Sorry, internet probably having a little issues because of snow out there, and look like it still is snowing. What a way to go. Okay, so Bucks with 34 at 87 in field goal and 40 at 79 for San Antonio. Field goal percentage 39 for the Bucks. Not their best, but not their worst. 51% for San Antonio. Did pretty good in that end. 3 point percentage. There was just certain quarters that they was going in, but there's some quarters that just was not going in. 17 to 48 with 35%, and got Spurs with 16 to 37 with 43%. Like 35% sometimes can be like an average number, but it's still not the best that they're supposed to be. But Spurs better 3 point shooting. Free throws. Hey, where can you go? 16 to 22 with 73%. 23 to 27 for San Antonio with 85%. Yeah, rebounding. Just bad, 37 to 50. But I do like, they getting the offensive rebounds coming back. So at least they beat San Antonio on that one. So I've been seeing a little bit of things. They're trying to improve. Doing the offensive rebounding, uh, defense rebounds. Yeah, it was just no. But then again, you got a team that is not missing that much many shots. So yeah, there you go. Uh, the other bad reasons, assists. I expect them to get at least like in the upper 20s and lower 30s. 23. That's not good. 28 for San Antonio. 6 steals. No, it's okay. It's 6 steals for the Bucks. 7 for the Spurs. Blocks 3 to Spurs 2. And okay, like that's crazy. The Spurs got more turnovers than the Bucks, and they still won. Well, things crazy like that does happen, and yeah, and we already know where like most of the turnovers are coming from. So, anyways, point off turnover for the Bucks was 8. Spurs was 18. Fast break points 12 for the Bucks. Spurs 17. Points in the paint. Yeah, really not that good. 30 is 38. Well, that's not good for either team. Like be it on that low. You know what I mean? Um, the largest lead all Bucks had was 5. I kind of figured that. And wow, the largest lead the Spurs has was 39. Youch. That's uh I don't know. It's not saying that I'm completely like losing faith, but I'm like, there's the trade deadline coming up on the February 5th. So I'm not saying any, and I'm not going to like really like you're gonna see me shout like, oh man, I hate this team, blah 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 blah. No, I'm just gonna hang on until the trade deadline and go from there. But they got to do something fast before the them trying to get in the outside looking in the play-in tournament or playoff spot, because it's like they losing more and more and more. It's not really going to help them. And sadly, the only starter we can talk about is Giannis Antetokounmpo. 22 minutes, 21 points, 7 to 12 from the field. Huh, hit a three. Yes, he did in the beginning of the game, I believe. 6 and 9 from the free throw, as always. 5 rebounds, 1 assist. But there's times he got to really try to take care of the ball. Only 3 turnovers. two steals, and two offensive rebounds. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's see. I guess it's only like a few players we can talk about that's from the bench, and I know y'all kind of upset with like Gary Trent Jr. So that's got to be something, that to get him out of this funk. Because at one point, like towards the second half of the season, he turned things around. So, well, you just got to think like what they got to do next. Like, what's the end game that you're gonna do to turn this around? And especially, you have your I don't know what to say, but it's just crazy. Bobby Portis with 13 points, 5 8 from the field, 3 of 5 from three, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, only one turnover, and one steal. Um, Kyle Kuzma made the most of his minutes, although his field goal shooting is not that great, but at least he was providing something, some scoring capability that nobody else couldn't from the starting lineup. 18 points, 6 of 17 from the field, 5 of 13 from three, perfect 1-1 from the free throw, 3 rebounds, 2 assists, and one steal. So yeah, he had no turnovers, so that's a good thing. And out of those 3 rebounds, he had one offensive rebound. And of course, you got a couple of like 7 points. Sometimes we do talk about like teams that scored like player that scored like 7 points. Sometimes we do talk about. So we're gonna do that because that's involved with the third bench unit. Like Amir Coffey, he had 10 points against the Minnesota game. But then like 7 points, 2 of 6 from the field, 0 3 from three, 3 of 4 from the free throw line, 2 rebounds. Okay, yeah, only one turnover. Andre Jackson Jr. 7 points, 1 of 2 from the field, 1 of 2 from three, and perfect 4 of 4 from the free throw, and only one turnover. Cole Anthony 7 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 1 of 1 from three, 3 rebounds, 1 assist. But crazy enough, 2 turnovers, but he does got a block, and that was one big block, so it was cool. But at the same time, it's like give Cole Anthony some minutes. I don't get it. I guess me, you may have to change, the lineup a little bit because I'm sorry, but Kevin Porter Jr. or Ryan Rollins should not be starting. Either Kevin Porter Jr. or Ryan Rollins. They gotta be the starting point guard and put AJ Green at the shooting guard. Cause yeah, this is. I'm sorry, but it's not working, and I don't know why Doc doesn't see that. Like everybody else can see it, but Doc Rivers. I don't know if upper management ain't seen it or anything like that. We don't know what's going on, but you know, there'll be a time we'll talk about that. But anyways, let's go on. Okay, there are four of their starting five lineup at least score like 10 points or more. So that's crazy. That's just saying something. Junior Champagne, 13 points, 3 of 6 from the field, 3 of 5 from three, 4 4 from the free throw, 11 rebounds, so double double. One assist, one steal. Oh, sorry, just my side was itching for a little bit. But anyways, Victor Wembanyama had a little trouble in the earlier in the first quarter. Ended up hitting knees to Giannis, and I guess he was just he was just shaking up. So he came back, did his thing. 22 points, 7 to 12 from the field, 5 of 6 from three, including that crazy three he shot over AJ Green where he looked like he was like gonna fall. He fall in out of bounds. Yeah, he did, but it was just crazy. Perfect 3 of 3 from the free throw, 10 rebounds, so double double for him, one assist, two blocks, and one offensive rebounds. De'Aaron Fox, still don't understand why the Kings, let him go. I really don't get it. 18 points, 6 to 10 from the field, 3 to 4 from three, 3 to 6 from the free throw, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, 1 offensive rebound. So I guess De'Aaron Fox, in my opinion, like proven like if you get traded to like a different team, you get a fresh start and you end up putting some good numbers. Uh, Stephon Castle with 19 points, 6 to 9 from the field, 1 to 2 for three, perfect 6 to 6 from the free throw, 1 rebound, 10 assists, so a double double for him. With one, and that only rebound was that the offensive rebound. And I think it's probably like things like with two players that we'll talk about for them. New Cornett, 10 points, 5 for 5 from the field, 4 rebounds, 1 assist, and I had that 1 offensive rebound. Dylan Harper with 13 points, 6 of 13 from the field, 0 of 5 from three, 1 to 2 from the free throw, 4 rebounds, and 5 assists, including the one offensive rebound. So final score 101 to 119. They counted that three that I wouldn't say Cole Anthony that hit, but it was a goaltend, so they did counter that. So like I said, the bench unit got them that close, and I'm like I said, bench unit, the third bench unit, keep doing your thing. But I got a feeling there could be a plan in motion. But Pete Nance needs to be called up. He really does. Like trying to give him like a roster spot and stuff, and man, have him do some like give him some room. So I know there's gonna be some moves that we probably ain't gonna like that they have to do, but probably at one point they ain't gonna have no choice. I just hope it doesn't involve, the other draft pick. They can at least still, keep one of those first round picks. You know what I mean, for 31 and 32. So it's a wait and see. And end of March they face each other one more time in Milwaukee. Oh, and that's a 2 o'clock game on the March 28th. That's interesting. So that's the next time these two play each other. The next time the Bucks play, oh yeah, we got like a weekend off. So Martin Luther King Day Monday is when the next time they play. They will be in Atlanta before they be back home. So it's kind of like another test for them because there could be like a few players that the Bucks could be interested in when it comes to Atlanta. So I guess in my opinion, they might, and I think somebody commented on like another thing about what the Bucks should do. I think somebody said something like trade low, which means you don't have to go like expensive, but find like a good player, and if they got like a good amount of contract, you can move some pieces, but not many. There you go. And it's sad thing, I know like Kevin Porter and Ryan Rollins are both, combo guards, and nor the point guard position is not their thing, but it's like I guess if they want to look for a true point guard, they got Cole Anthony. But what more can you do? Because if they end up getting a guard for a guard and get somebody that maybe, like I said, they had to like change the lineup. They really do. I hate the small ball lineup. It's not working, and I don't get it. Doc needs to go, and Craig Buckner needs to go. And final score 101 119. We are going to look at the stats. So see where's stats and standings. We'll see where the damage with Bucks will be after this. Like it was like a 3-4 game losing streak right now. I think it's 2. I could be wrong. Let's see. Yeah, I think they're on a 3 game losing streak. So, anyways, Troy Pistons still best record in the East. Boston, you got. I can't believe without freaking Jason Tatum, they still got it. Anyways, Knicks, right behind them. Same thing with Toronto. They in fourth. Philadelphia's right there. And Orlando Magic. Cleveland Cavaliers look like they having like an up and down season. So yeah, that's crazy. So possibly they might make some moves. You never know. Um, Miami, having an up and down as you as well. Chicago, same thing. And Atlanta, they can probably make some like win the game on Monday. Maybe it can like help them some, like just to move up in the outside looking in for the Bucks, because they're right there. But when it's gonna be time, for management and GM like to pull the trigger or do something. Uh, then you got Hornets, Nets, Wizards, and you got the only single winning team that's the Indiana Pacers with the worst, I believe the worst record in NBA. Thunder still best record in NBA. San Antonio, you got Denver, Minnesota, Los Angeles Lakers, Houston Rockets, which they were in the top four, but yeah, they dropped, and Minnesota really did move up. Good for them. You still got Phoenix, and you got Golden State, Portland, hanging in there, and Memphis as well. Oh, they tied with the Clippers, so Clippers can probably sneak in the play-in. That's possible. Could be. Um, and yeah, every single team in the West got like double-digit wins now. From Kings, Pelicans, Jazz, Dallas, yeah, all that crazy stuff. So okay, no, not standings. Stats, because probably nobody on the Bucks is on the top five, but they probably would be top 10. So it's just my prediction. Yeah, neither one of them are in the top five. Yep. So wait a minute. Okay, so I think Kevin Porter Jr. should be up there in steals, where they say he got like the most steals in the league. So they got him at 2.3 steals. So like, I don't get what they doing. I really don't. Okay, that's, yeah, Ryan Rollins with 1.5, and you got Kevin Porter Jr. That's supposed to be like okay. Let me see if I switch it to East. Maybe they still ain't good. Okay. Yeah, this is kind of weird. Yeah, this is, yeah, they really are off. So yeah, there's gonna be a little bit of a bonus. So I'm gonna look in something because something right now is not right. So let me look and look at roster. It's either that or there's gonna be something that they might have done wrong. Where's Kevin Porter Jr.? Oh, they listed him at 6'5". Oh, okay. I thought he was Ain't I thought he was no freaking I don't mean against team. I meant just like his average per game. That's what I'm trying to look for. That's crazy. They ain't showing it here. I don't get it. I really don't. Um, yeah, that's crazy. Like I said, I thought he was 6'4". They got him at 6'5". 17 points a game, 5 rebounds, nearly 8 assists. Like his assist numbers is really great. Way better than Drew Holiday at one point. Way better than Giannis. So it's like one of those things. I think they should not get rid of him, but that's just me. Yeah, like if you had to get rid of Ryan Rollins, you have to. But yeah, I think you're better off keeping by no Kemba Porter. Although he had a bad night, but yeah, God, that's not even helping. So event stats. Okay, so that's P40. That's not what I'm looking. Yeah, that's crazy. I might have to start like on NBA when it comes to like standings. So probably what I'm gonna do every week. That I'm probably just gonna do something different. Look at their stats in general, just the team, not the you know when it comes to stats. I'm just gonna like focus on the team. So I would probably do that once a week because this is ridiculous. But anyways, guys, if y'all want to come in about the game, go ahead. We can talk about it and all that stuff. What you think the moves they should do, and it's not that far from now. They got the trade deadline and whatever moves they're gonna make, and some crazy all season stuff they got to do. Not all season stuff, but like because they're players that are open to extension by I believe it's like March 1st, or it could be a little bit of a different date, but we'll see. Please subscribe to our channel. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. If we get there, we will start doing giveaways. So I know you guys want some free stuff. So it'll be probably every video we'll do like a giveaway. So yeah, if you like free stuff, subscribe, share it too, and click in the notification for if you want to know like videos that will come out like this. Check out the website wrestlingfanspeakout.weebly.com. But upcoming wrestling events in the Midwest, meet and greets. Yeah, I think it was like Wednesday. I finally updated the site, so I know I got updated a little bit today. So check it out. Um, thank our sponsors, Midwest Wrestling Collectibles, and also thank Great Scott Sports Cards. They do have like a Facebook page and also a website. So get a chance, they got like they got stuff to talk about on the sponsor page as well. So yeah, get a chance, check it out. Also, we are a proud sponsor of excuse me, Mad Mary. Check out madsmary.org for in pregnant and infancy loss. So you get a chance, check that out. Um, Also, Legacy Pro Wrestling. They do have a show tonight, so we're proud sponsor of that. So you're in Milwaukee area, check them out. Also with Slamming Championship Wrestling. Yeah, they have a show, and it's gonna be next month on February 21st. Sadly, it's in enemy's territory, so I normally would do like a ticket giveaway this week, like I said, but I'm gonna move it to next week since now we got that space of time and stuff like that. So stay tuned for that. But yeah, it's gonna be in Waukesha, of all places. But anyways, guys, thank you for watching once again. Man up, woman up, face up. Check your mental health. Until the next video, you guys have a good one and see you later.